Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rifa Rifkiati Arifah. I come from English Education Program Study of IKIP Siliwangi. And now I want to explain about my research paper. By the title is Teaching English Vocabulary through YouTube video via WhatsApp application. There are many chapters. There are 5 chapters. For chapter 1, explain the introduction. In this chapter, introduces what the meaning of vocabulary, English language, and teaching English vocabulary. A table of content. There are 5 kinds. The first, background of the research. The second, the objective of the research. The third, literature review. The fourth, research methodology. And the last, result of the research. The first, background of the research. Vocabulary is property of word that form the language. Students of SMPIT Fitra Insani Bandung have difficulty in learning vocabulary. Teacher should find better strategy. Example, solution, watching YouTube video. Next, objective of the research. The first, to describe the implementation and scenario of teaching English vocabulary through YouTube video. The second, to investigate the teacher and student responses toward teaching and learning English vocabulary through YouTube video. And the last, to identify student difficulties in learning English vocabulary through YouTube video. Next chapter is chapter 2, explain about the literature review. This chapter discusses some relevant theory relates to this research that are about vocabulary, teaching vocabulary, and the YouTube. The first is teaching. Teacher delivers knowledge to be learned by student in teaching. Say Brown 25. The purpose is to explain how to do something or present someone's ideals. The second is vocabulary. Vocabulary is the knowledge of words and word meanings. It says Graves 20. Vocabulary knowledge is not something that can ever be fully mastered. It expands and deepens throughout of lifetime. And the last is YouTube. YouTube Media is a Google-owned video sharing website that allow users to upload, watch, and share video clip for free. That say Nofrika 20 and 90. The next is chapter 3, explain about literature review. Literature review is there are many kinds to explain the research method. The first method is a meaning describe qualitative. A qualitative method was chosen in this study or the nature of the data. The second, object of the research. There are many students. I teaching 29 students of grade 8 at SMP Fitra Insani of 2020 and 2021 academic years. The next, observation sheet. Observation is described as the processing observing and documenting. Next chapter is chapter 4. This is the explain about result and discussion. The first meeting into 5 kinds of first meeting. The teacher graded student and introduced the learning lesson in the pre-activities. The second, in Wales activities, the teacher divided the student into several groups. Next, the teacher conveyed the topic of learning and directly discussed related vocabulary material. Next, the teacher interacted with students regarding the material presented by the teacher. And last, say Alhamdulillah for the last teaching. And asked students if they can summarize the learning material. The second meeting into 3 kinds. The first, the teacher graded student and introduction the learning lesson in the pre-activities. The second, in which activities the researcher asked each student to give an example of the vocabularies they know and gave the link to YouTube video. And last, say Alhamdulillah. And post activities, the teacher indeed the teaching activity and asked students if they can summarize the learning material. The last meeting, can the teacher give the link YouTube of the researcher provide in the YouTube link, and the teaching give the questionnaire for the teacher and the student into Google Form link. Teacher responded the result of the question that the examiner give 99% answered yes and 1% answered no. The student responded for the part of student who answered the question in the table in the Google Form, only 90% answered yes and 10% answered no. Student difficulties. There are some students found to difficulties. They are the first, connectivity issue. They could not access YouTube and text any of the group member on time because they did not have a stable internet connection. And the second, some of the students did not understand that the pine are very difficult, say they, for them to pronunciation when learning vocabulary, but they is a very fun teaching or give the link YouTube video. And the last chapter is chapter 5, conclusion. There are 4 kinds. Yes, the first is YouTube video as a medium in teaching vocabulary via WhatsApp was property implemented, provided by the observation sheet result. Second, teachers respond in teaching English vocabulary by using YouTube via WhatsApp was activity was positive. The teacher also suggested to use YouTube in the teaching medium because it benefit. Number 3, student response were varied but mostly positive. And last, some students found too difficult internet connection and difficulty in pronunciation some English word. And thank you for watching and thank you for attention. And I'm sorry my pronunciation is bad for you all. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.